everybody. Check it out. We're rounding out volume
Sticking with
73.
You're sticking with the volume.
Yeah,
That's
I like volume.
it's been the theme of the week.
I like volumes. We can turn it up, turn it down, find them in encyclopedias. We're wrapping it up. Last video of the week, which means it's your favorite news that's not actually about Indiana or Indiana Jones or the Colts.
No.
This is the indie news about indie wrestling. It's independent professional wrestling.
Yes.
And it rules your faces off.
Right.
That's true. True statement. Now, we're going to start by telling you what happened on the ROH TV on Saturday. But it's going to happen again on Wednesday if you watch Destination America. We get it through our local cable provider.
We do indeed.
On Saturday. You get it on Wednesday. You might get it on Saturday too. But if you're going to watch it on Wednesday, skip to this time down here.
Yeah.
It's going to show up and you're going to skip to that time so we don't spoil it for you.
Yeah. And you've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's your calls. Thank you, Kevin Hawk. All right, we opened up with ACH taking on Cedric Alexander. Very entertaining match. ACH is heading into his match 5 in the best of 5 series against Matt Sydal. That'll be happening this weekend at Survival of the Fittest. Cedric Alexander is in the middle of a legal battle. Him and Veda Scott have sued ROH, and the end of this match actually offered more to their side of the lawsuit. So Cedric Alexander,
ROH is an unsafe workplace.
Yes. So Cedric Alexander was firmly in control, was about ready to win, and went for a springboard. Ended up slipping on the top rope, got caught with a knee, hit with a brainbuster, and ACH picked up the win with the Midnight Star. We came back from commercial, and Veda was complaining to Nigel McGuinness, who was still out of commentary due to the issues with King Carino.
The current suspension.
Yes. And said that, my client was about to win that match, but, the top rope was covered in baby oil, and baby oil should be banned from Ring of Honor and all kinds of stuff. So she's using that as
a way to try and make it sure that Randy Orton can never go to Ring of Honor.
Adding that to the platform that she's now made for herself in this lawsuit. Kevin Kelly asking ACH how he feels going into his match 5, and ACH says, you know what? I've had a lot of losses this year, but I'm going into this match with the same mentality that I had going against AJ Styles when I went against Samoa Joe. The only difference is I'm walking out of this one with my hand raised in victory.
Bonus point for you. We call him King Carino. It is Steve Carino.
Yes.
What is he the king of?
Ding ding.
No. He should be that. I don't know. That makes him sound inappropriate, though.
Yeah.
He's the king of Ding Ding.
I don't know, actually.
It stemmed from ECW.
King of Extreme?
No, he was the king of Old School.
Oh! I should have known that. My bad. Moving on, we had Caprice Coleman taking on Will Ferrara.
I give you half a point for king of Ding Ding.
Ding Ding.
Could be king of the Ding.
Winning with Ding Ding. Hashtag Ding Ding. Get that trending. Follow us on Twitter.
T-shirt. Hashtag Ding Ding.
That's gonna be another one of the Wrestling Rundown shirts. We had Caprice Coleman taking on Will Ferrara.
For the first one.
Caprice Coleman putting Will Ferrara over a little bit, but still being very condescending. Because I guess Caprice was one of the main trainers with Will while he was at the ROH dojo, saying that he showed a lot of promise, but Caprice didn't show him everything that he had, and he's gonna beat him in this match. Caprice Coleman would defeat Will Ferrara with what he calls the judgment seat. He'd been working on the shoulder and actually sent Will Ferrara shoulder first into the post. And while the referee was checking Will Ferrara, Caprice Coleman actually grabbed him, slammed him into the post once again, and got him in a half Nelson camel clutch, while the one arm that was seated over his leg was the shoulder that he'd been working on. Will Ferrara ends up tapping out. The interesting note coming out of this match is that Prince Nana, who has been giving envelopes to people who I guess he's been impressed with in matches, Caprice Coleman being one of them, was out taking notes. And before he left, he actually gave an envelope to Will Ferrara. And Kevin Kelly asked Prince Nana, what's the deal with the envelopes? And Caprice Coleman was a little iffy with this. He didn't seem like he was okay with the fact that Will Ferrara got one too. But Prince Nana said that in the envelopes are steps to success, and if they follow the ways that I'm giving them, they can reach the top and make lots of money. And he said that the journey that he's on, whatever he's doing, he's far from done. So,
I bet one of the envelopes had sucked Nigel McGuinness's dick.
that's the one he gave to Veda Scott.
I don't think he gave one to Veda Scott.
Nah, but he's going to. Maybe.
No, that one would just say, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Which works either way. He could say, suck my dick, as in Prince Nana saying, suck his own dick to Veda Scott, or mine. He just hands her an envelope and says, suck Kevin Hawk's dick. And then I'll put you over real good on the Wrestling Rundown, Veda. Not that we already don't, say how incredibly hot you are, but...
Veda hot. We had story time with Adam Cole talking about, just like last week when Adam Cole won the triple threat match by pitting Kyle O'Reilly, going back to the first fallout of Future Shock, they had a one-on-one match and he made him tap out. Cole pretty much saying that every time Kyle O'Reilly goes one-on-one with Adam Cole, he loses. And, just really showing that Adam Cole was the one who stepped away from Future Shock and became the bigger star.
Well, I mean, to be honest, if you look at where they were when we started the Wrestling Rundown,
yeah,
it kind of makes it obvious because Adam Cole was like the top guy at the time, and Kyle O'Reilly was...
Yeah, I think when we started, Adam Cole was champion.
Yeah, and Red Dragon was just kind of... They weren't the top team yet. They were just a team. Yeah,
I think they had one run, or they were getting close to their first run or something. But yeah, I mean, it's no doubt that Adam Cole is a phenomenal wrestler and has definitely made a bit more of a name.
And his story time is equal to and or maybe greater than The Rock's.
Ooh, don't tell The Rock that. In our main event, we had the Briscoes. We had the Briscoes taking on the All Night Express. This was a fantastic match. It started off really slow, and I wasn't really into it, but it hit a fever pitch where it was just...
You gotta start out slow when you're going all night.
I see what you did there. Well played, sir. No, the match ended up being fantastic.
That line was brought to you by
Rhett Titus got his ass handed to him. Both the Briscoes were just like punching him in the face. There was at one point, Kenny King got, I don't know if tempers were running high, but like Kenny King got a little frustrated and actually like trying to go after Jay, actually tripped on the ropes. It was just like trying to scramble after Jay. Either they were like kayfabing the shit out of me, or they were just really pissed off at each other. There felt like there was a lot of animosity in this match, which just added to just how...
I think when somebody can get to that point where in the match they look like they're legitimately angry at each other, and they make you... They blur the line.
Yeah.
Over storyline angry versus real life angry.
Mm-hmm.
If you can blur that line and then not give it away, like what it ended up being, it can be one of the most amazing add-ons to a match ever.
Yeah. It totally adds to the realism of what they're trying to portray. But yeah, so the Briscoes were kind of on the losing end. Jay was actually set up for the one night stand, which is the powerbomb neckbreaker combination. But as Kenny King went for the springboard into the neckbreaker, Mark Briscoe springboarded on the other side of the ring and actually shoved Kenny King out of the way in midair.
Good for him.
Then went on this rage of just like attacking both guys. Ended up diving, doing an overcastle neckbreaker on the outside to Kenny King, leaving Rhett Titus to get hit with the J Driller and the Froggy Bow for the Briscoes to pick up the win. Fantastic finish. And that's it for Ring of Honor results. We got a few more results brought to you by this guy right here,
Hey,
Kevin Hawk.
Me.
What you got, sucker?
I got a whole lot of results coming for your face holes, the ones on the side of your face, like your ears. We're gonna start on the 6th, when we had Evolve 51 from Ybor City, Florida, where Peter Casa defeats Ethan Page in the opening match. After the match, Ethan Page, who's had a feud recently with Johnny Gargano, asks Johnny Gargano if he will be his tag team partner to go after the Evolve Tag Team Championships. Johnny Gargano says no.
Interesting.
And then retaliates by asking Drew Galloway to be his tag team partner to go after the tag team championships.
So,
And Johnny Gargano and Drew Galloway shook hands, and so they're going to be going after the tag team championships.
I like that tag team.
I think it's going to be good.
That's fantastic.
And then we had former MMA star Matt Riddle defeat Drew Gulak via arm breaker.
Is he getting any better?
No word on this one.
No one? Yeah. People weren't too excited for him his first weekend, so.
Yeah. Then we had Leo Rush defeat Fred Yehi.
That's a funny name.
Yehi.
Yaki.
It's Yehi or Yehi.
How do you spell it?
It's Yehi. Yehi.
Yeehaw!
Nope.
Yay!
Still nope.
Yeji.
If the H was a J.
I'm
Or
just
a
coming
G.
up with weird ways to say it. Anyway, moving on.
We had Hot Sauce Tracy Williams defeat Martin Stone. TJ Perkins defeated Anthony Nese. Drew Galloway defeated Caleb Conley. And Timothy Thatcher successfully defended the Evolve Championship against Johnny Gargano.
All right.
Also on the 6th in Marionette Park, Illinois, we had AAW's Never Say Die.
Yeah, buddy. Seriously, check. Spectre now in theaters.
You heard he might get cut from being Jim Bond?
Yeah, I heard this is supposed to be the last one.
Yeah. Hey, that means get on the Girl that Played with Fire sequel. So now that you're not going to be Bond.
James Bond.
So Never Say Die. We opened up with Matt Cage defeating Shinron.
Ooh.
We had Congo Kong win a handicap match against Connor Braxton and Eli Machete.
Though they sound like reject members of Ohio's for Killers.
Or Nation of Intoxication, or both.
Combination of both.
Well, that's what I think is funny, is they had Connor Braxton, and there's a Nation of Intoxication member whose name is Connor Claxton.
Yeah, that was.
So
that's,
it's like right there.
Yeah.
With Tommaso Ciampa defeat Michael Elgin.
Yeah.
We had a 6-man tag where M-Dog 20 Matt Cross, Shane Hollister, and Marcus Crane defeated ACH, Paco, and Davey Vega.
That's going Paco.
Yeah. He actually took the loss too.
Did he really?
Yes.
Totally. That was totally.
I'm pretty
random.
sure he's the one that took the loss.
Son of a bitch.
Allison Kay defeated Heidi Lovelace using the ropes. The Hooligans defeated Team Tremendous. A Biff. Mike Tyson presents A Biff.
Who did a Bith Faith?
He defeated Christian Faith.
Christian. I can't.
Christian Faith.
Christian Faith.
He defeated Christian Faith. Not before choke slamming Gregory Iron onto a pile of thumbtacks.
Ow.
And then hitting the Black Hole Slam on Christian Faith.
Wow. All right. Abyss taking names.
Yeah, and this gets Gregory Iron pissed off at Christian Faith. And after the match, Gregory Iron says, hey, at Windy City Classic, our big end of the year show, I want to face you for your mask.
Ooh.
Actually, after the Tag Team Championship match where the Hooligans defeated Team Tremendous to retain, Ohio's for Killers came out, and Jake Chris announced that he's going to be postponing his retirement until after Windy City Classic, when Ohio's for Killers is going to try and win the Tag Team Championship back from the Hooligans.
All right. Cool.
And then in the main event, we had the 4-way elimination match between Eddie Kingston, Silas Young, Lewis Linden, and Trevor Lee.
Right, that really strange.
This match has a brilliant idea to me. Winner faces Ethan Page at Windy City Classic for the AAW Championship. So Silas Young and Lewis Linden get eliminated, leaving Eddie Kingston and Trevor Lee wrestling until they get to a time limit draw. So we're going to have a triple threat match at Windy City Classic.
Oh, that's going to be fantastic.
Ethan Page has to defend against both Trevor Lee and Eddie Kingston.
I feel bad for Ethan Page, but that's going to be a fantastic match.
Yeah, so, and this sets up that match. We also have the Faith versus Irons match and the Hooligans versus Ohio's for Killers. And then they also announced that we will be having at AAW's Windy City Classic 11, Pentagon Jr. versus Chris Hero. So yeah, that's a match that sounds like it's going to be rad.
Hell yeah. I'm all for that.
And we also know that Phoenix will be appearing at Windy City Classic 11. So stay tuned to find out who his opponent's going to be.
Drago.
I don't know. He's not on the poster.
He will
The
be.
poster's just Phoenix and
He will be.
Pentagon. Moving along to the 7th, which held 3 shows.
Holy crap.
I'm going to let you pick which one we start on. 1, 2, or 3.
2.
All right, we're going to get Evolve 52
Hey.
from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, we didn't mention the
the
fact that
first-
Evolve had shows last week because we didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
You know, cool.
bonus
We're,
results.
we're not against Evolve,
No.
especially if they try and surprise us with a show.
Yeah.
We had Ethan Page defeat Leo Rush in the opening match. Tony Nese defeated Peter Casa. There was some interference involved in that one. We had Matt Riddle defeat Hot Sauce Tracy Williams, so he's 4-0 currently.
Wow.
Caleb Conley defeated
Someone
TJ
must
Perkins.
like him.
Probably. Drew Gulak defeated Johnny Gargano. Timothy Thatcher defeated Drew Galloway to retain the Evolve Championship. I almost said ECW Championship.
Been watching some network?
No.
Just Freudian slip.
Yeah. And then so, after the match, it's Drew Gulak and TJ Perkins come out and they start attacking Drew Galloway and Timothy Thatcher. They start attacking them. Matt Riddle comes out to make the save. We have an impromptu tag team main event of Timothy Thatcher and Matt Riddle versus Drew Gulak and TJ Perkins.
Wow.
Goes to a no contest because Matt Riddle would turn on Timothy Thatcher and side with Drew Gulak and TJ Perkins.
What a dick!
And yeah, so
Dick move, bro!
hey, if he wasn't getting over on his own, why not turn him heel and have him get over that way?
Sure. Works everywhere else.
All right. Also on the 7th, we had CZW's Cerebral.
Assassin.
Nope. But Dayton, Ohio. This was awesome. Joey Janela retains the Wire Championship over Joe Gacy. This part's not awesome because it appears that Joe Gacy was injured during that match.
Ooh.
Not sure what the injury was, but they said seemed like the match was cut a little short.
Uh-oh.
Then we had Eric Ryan, representing Ohio's for Killers, defeat Connor Claxton of the Nation of Intoxication. We had Tim Donst defeat David Starr. We had Alex Cullen of the Ohio's for Killers defeat Danny Havoc in a death match that included barbed wire boards and light tube bundles.
Standard for your, everyday
They said it was really, really good. And then Lucky 13 from Nation of Intoxication wasn't able to make the show for his match with Dave Christ.
Oh.
So he was replaced by the Rockstar Pro Wrestling champion, Aaron Williams, who decided to impromptu put his title on the line against Dave Christ and retained.
Wow. Fighting champion. Good for you, man.
Then we had a street fight between Matt Tremont and DJ Hyde. This went to a no contest / double knockout as both men simultaneously hit each other in the head with cinder blocks.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
That's one way to knock yourself out. Jesus Christ.
Matt Tremont then challenged DJ Hyde after the match to a match later at the end of the year in some sort of Ring of Retribution or something like that. Ring of something match that I'm guessing is supposed to somehow represent, each side is supposed to represent some other match that they've had during their rivalry. So it could be terrible.
Yeah. It's CZW, of course.
Could be terrifying.
If there's syringes, I'm not watching.
And then in the main event, Devin Moore defeated Jake Christ into what I was assuming was supposed to be his last match, but he did announce during AAW the night before that they're going to be wrestling later this month. So
Joke's on you, Devin Moore.
Jake Christ kind of killed the buzz on that one.
Devin Moore's like, yeah, I retired you. Oh, no, he's not. He's not retired.
He's going to go get retired by the fat, bald guys over at AAW. Hooligans, you guys.
Yeah, those guys.
And then on the 7th, we also had, from Reading, Pennsylvania,
Chikara!
Key Decisions. We're closing in 4 of the last 7 COTI matches.
It's almost over.
We open up with Eddie Kingston defeating the Proletariat Boar of Moldova, using Backfist to the Future Part 2. We had a COTI tag team match in which your boys, Ophidian and Argus of the Snake Pit, picked up a point.
I almost wore my Snake Pit shirt on.
They picked up a point over Los Ice Creams.
Yes! Even better!
It was supposed to be Kimberly and El Hijo, but it just turned out to be both of Los Ice Creams.
Was Kimberly there?
Not to my knowledge. Not in the results, so maybe she had to miss the show for something.
Maybe.
Good. But
I would have felt bad if
it's a tainted victory.
Uh-oh.
They won because of interference by the Devastation Corporation.
Oh, fuck you guys. Really?
Yep. And then in what was the upset victory of the weekend for me, Arctic Rescue Ant defeated Missile Assault Man.
Yeah!
Then we had Icarus defeat Snowflake.
That's a weird looking dude.
Yeah, he is. We had COTI match and my, I wish it were the other way around, match of the weekend, where Juan Francisco de Coronado defeated Pinky Sanchez.
That was the promo that Juan Francisco was
picking up a point for the United Nations, not for the BDK. And then we had another COTI tag team match in which Hollowicked and Frightmare, representing the Nightmare Warriors, defeated Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy of the Gentleman's Club.
Kind of figured that's how that was going.
And then we had the main event. The last COTI Atomicos match. That's all 4 members of both teams. 8 wiggly participants. The Wrecking Crew. All 3 members of the Devastation Corporation. And Jaka took on Oleg the Usurper, Obarian and Kodama the Batiri, and Ultramantis Black's replacement, Kobald.
Yeah, Kobald's back!
The Prince of Goblins. And the Arcane Horde are victorious.
Of course. They had Kobald on their team.
Hell yeah, and the crowd went berserk.
You know what? Hang on. We can't just not do this. Sorry, punk. Hell yeah.
Kobald's back.
Yeah! Goddamn right he is.
Back after being killed by him. Vengeance has finally happened. In the form of reincarnation.
Vengeance, reincarnation, same thing.
Deucalion was gone, so they had to go after the next biggest guys, which were the Devastation Corporation.
Absolutely.
And then on the 8th, we're rounding this weekend out with
Chikara again.
And this time, they're the Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia.
Babylon Springs.
That's the name of the show. Awkward picture, like Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Yeah, that's a weird... What's up with the weird... That one and the Batiri one.
Not without my daughter or whatever.
Yeah, weird.
We opened up with Missile Assault Man defeating Jervis Cottonbelly.
Boo.
COTI, we had all three members of the Devastation Corporation representing the Wrecking Crew. They defeated Juan Francisco de Coronado, Mr. Azerbaijan, and the Proletariat Board of Moldova.
You're really doing that?
With the United Nations. So Devastation Corporation, one more point on the way out. We had a COTI singles match in which the BDK picks up a point when Soldier Ant defeats Heidi Lovelace representing Dasher's Dugout.
All right.
Then we had Oleg the Usurper taking on his former tag team partner Jaka for the first time ever in Chikara. And Oleg the Usurper comes out victorious due to disqualification.
So, was that COTI?
No.
No, that was just singles match. Okay.
Then we had a Four Corners Elimination Tag Team match. We had the Osirian Portal.
Yeah.
And we had the Throwbacks.
Yeah.
And we had Hollow Wicked and Frightmare of the Nightmare Warriors.
All right.
And we had Hermit Crab and the Crawdad guy.
Really?
Detective Crawdad? Something like that. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
So here's the order of eliminations. Ophidian eliminates the Crawdad.
Yes! That's my boy.
Earning a point for the Osirian Portal.
That's my boy.
But then Hollow Wicked would eliminate Ophidian.
That's messed up.
To get a point for the Nightmare Warriors.
Messed up, Hollow Wicked. I don't appreciate that.
And then to win, Hollow Wicked did eliminate Mr. Touchdown.
Ooh.
So the Nightmare Warriors, I think, now have 2 points towards contention right now.
Wow.
Then in a one-on-one match that was said to be highly entertaining, Drew Gulak defeated Ashley Remington. And then we had the final COTI match. And I can tell why they saved this one for last, because it was Silver Ant versus Fire Ant.
I bet this was a fantastic match.
And an almost, I want to say, somewhere between 15 to 20 minute long match. Your winner via countout is Fire Ant.
Really?
Yep.
Soldier Ant walk away?
No, Silver Ant.
Silver Ant.
So I don't know. I just said count out.
Oh.
And then in the main event, we had Team NRG defending the Campeonatos de Parejas against the Punk Rock All-Stars, in which NRG would retain 2 falls to 0.
Wow.
And then we had a bonus encore match.
Encore.
Chuck Taylor defeats Argus.
I'm okay with that. I don't really care that much about Argus.
So we'll know soon what the official standings are for COTI.
Yes.
I'm curious. My guess is with their big comeback that I'm thinking the Wrecking Crew and Crown and Court might be tied.
Okay.
And I think that's why we had the interference of the Wrecking Crew keeping Crown and Court from winning the tag team match on night 1, so they could at least tie up and maybe go into a finals sort of matchup.
Tiebreaker of the season finale. Oh. Interesting.
I'm not sure. That's my theory.
Well,
but
we'll let you know next week on Indie News who exactly
I
won.
might blurt it out during one of the other videos.
Yeah, all right.
Once I figure it out.
You have to watch episode 74, volume 74, whatever you want to call it.
Edition 74.
Well, next week's going to be the edition. Is that it for results?
That's it for results. We filled your head full of stuff that happened. Now we're going to try and cram in some more stuff that
also happened.
Happens, and happening.
Okay, so...
And other shows that'll happen later.
Yes. So we got a couple, one quick news story, and then I don't know how long he's going to go on the second one. The first being, even though Seth Rollins is unfortunately out due to injury for 6 to 9 months, his girlfriend Zara Schreiber...
69 months?
6 to 9. Not 69.
Wow. I was going to say that was a terribly long /
6
also
to
suggestive
9 months.
amount of months he was gone.
Zara Schreiber made her debut this past weekend, at Dreamwave Wrestling. She would actually pick up a win by using the curb stomp, which is a move that Seth Rollins is not allowed to use because it's too violent. But
and his knee's fucked up.
But you know, he did the powerbomb and hit a pedigree with his knee all messed up.
Finished the match.
Fantastic. But yeah, Zara Schreiber picking up her very first win on the indie circuit at Dreamwave Wrestling. Now, I'm just going to say this real quick, and then I'm going to let him go. We talked about last week that Superstar Billy Graham and Tatanka... Actually, no, we didn't talk about it last week. We talked about it earlier this week on the midweek wrap-up. Superstar Billy Graham and Tatanka both signed Legends deals with WWE. We have a new signee to a Legends deal. It was the Boogeyman.
How the fuck? I understand you guys like to have the Boogeyman around for like the kids' birthday parties and shit. And maybe a Halloween-related WWE.com video. Which I think they've replayed the same one for like 3 years now.
Something like that.
With the Boogeyman at the headquarters. But seriously, how does that guy get a Legends deal? I've never had to think of this before in my entire life. Of like, every time I've heard of somebody signing a Legends deal, I've been like, oh yeah, that's cool. This time, it's the fucking Boogeyman. Who probably in WWE TV doesn't have enough in-ring time to fill up a Monday Night Raw. I'm just saying, I don't remember any Boogeyman matches that lasted more than like 3 minutes. And not even Booker T and JBL could make him look good in the ring. And, you know, even since then, he hasn't brought the worms back.
He's not allowed to.
Why not?
Because PETA got on his fucking case.
Who gives a shit?
PETA!
Apparently Boogeyman.
WWE does. It's Vince's fault.
Alright, Vince.
I'm going to say
the
that...
Boogeyman.
I'm going to say...
Congratulations for a contract you don't deserve.
I'm going to say Legends deal is literally just a label that they put on this particular kind of contract, which is where WWE can use their likeness, they can make appearances and whatnot, but still work outside of WWE. It's not called a Legends contract because it's strictly for Legends. It's for people that they want to keep in the company and use for different things while not keeping them completely in WWE. That's what I'm going to say.
See, they need a different contract for that.
It's the same fucking thing!
Specifically for people called the Boogeyman.
Can we move on to upcoming shows now?
No.
No? Okay.
Boogeyman, if Boogeyman gets to have a Legends contract, I'm saying right now, Mordecai needs a Legends contract. Jesus needs a Legends contract. Braden Walker should get a Legends contract.
Who?
Who else? Ricardo Rodriguez. But I think he might actually deserve a Legends contract. He was in the Royal Rumble with Mick Foley.
He wrestled on NXT.
Yeah. Who else deserves a Legends contract? I had somebody else in mind. Kazarni. He deserves a Legends contract.
Eric Escobar.
Eric Escobar. I like it. That reminds me of the one who I was actually just thinking of. Armando Estrada.
Kenzo Suzuki.
Fifi.
Sylvain Grenier. But not Rene Dupree.
Doug Basham.
Orlando Jordan.
Hell yes.
Alright, can we move on now?
Yeah.
Okay.
After I also have to nominate Mini Batista for a Legends contract.
Only because we know him.
Yeah, we've met Mini Batista.
Yes.
He lives not far from here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
sure. Upcoming shit. Tell us about Survival of the Fittest.
Yes. Coming up.
Get my mind off of this fucking ridiculousness.
Coming up this weekend, we have nights 1 and 2 of Ring of Honor Survival of the Fittest 2015. We're going to talk about some non-tournament matches real quick. Stop it.
Give him a lesson.
Stop it. So non-tournament, we have the Kingdom defending their tag team titles against Red Dragon. And then the main event of the show is going to be the Bullet Club's AJ Styles and the Young Bucks taking on all 3 members of the House of Truth. Now, we have 6, count them 6, Survival of the Fittest qualifying matches. We have the following. We have Roderick Strong taking on Cedric Alexander. We have a triple threat with Dalton Castle, Silas Young, and Adam Page. We have a second triple threat with Michael Elgin, Adam Cole, and Moose. We have a 4-corner survival match with Jay Briscoe, Kazarian, Rhett Titus, and Raymond Rowe. And we have another 4-corner survival match with Mark Briscoe, Christopher Daniels, Hanson, and Kenny King. Then we also have match 5, the best of 5, ACH and Matt Seidel. The winner of that also qualifies for Survival of the Fittest. Moving on to the next night on the 14th, that's where we'll get the 6 winners from those matches moving on to the main event. The loser of ACH and Matt Seidel will face AJ Styles, and then we will also have a tag team match where Jay Lethal and Donovan Dijak will take on Red Dragon, who could possibly be the ROH Tag Team Champions. Other matches to be announced. All depends on who gets, who doesn't move on in Survival of the Fittest. So we'll have more. I'll have more results next week. But that's all I got for Ring of Honor. What do you got?
I've got 2 shows coming up this weekend on Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th.
Yeah.
We've got House of Hardcore 10 and 11.
Yeah, Tommy Dreamer.
These are coming from the 2300 Arena.
Of course,
in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
ECW.
We've got Tony Nese versus Alex Reynolds versus JT Dunn in a triple threat match.
Right.
This is on House of Hardcore 10, the first night on Friday the 13th.
10 becomes 4-11. 10 comes before 11. I butchered that. Move on. Shut up.
Eddie Kingston defeated Tomas. I'm predicting the future now.
The future. If that happens, you heard it here first.
Eddie Kingston.
Don't steal our idea, Tommy.
I'm going with this anyways because I like him better. Eddie Kingston's gonna defeat Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, I can't decide who I like better out of those.
We're gonna have Chris Hero versus Lance Hoyt in a battle of tall guys with long hair.
That'll be a good match.
We're going to have Bobby Roode versus Austin Aries. I think that's going to be a good match.
The Dirty Heels.
Yeah. And then we're going to have Rhino versus Abyss.
Nice.
And then we're going to have a tag team match pitting Ethan Carter III and Eric Young versus Tommy Dreamer and Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Yeah, Tajiri's coming back.
And then on the 14th, the next night, we're going to have House of Hardcore 11.
Which comes after 10.
Yeah. It doesn't. 4 after come by 9, 10.
Because 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Not as many matches announced for night 2 or HOH 11.
Probably depends on what happens on night 1.
Yeah, we're going to have Jade versus Thea Trinidad. Velvet Sky is going to be special guest refereeing that one.
Ooh.
We're going to have Sabu versus Abyss in a Monsters Ball match.
It's fucked up.
We had an open challenge where the Wolves said, anybody, come fight us. And it was answered by night 1 opponents, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode.
The Dirty Heels.
Then
They had some fantastic matches in TNA. It was like one of the few things
a match
worth watching.
that I'm ridiculously excited for. Chris Hero is going to be going against Tajiri one-on-one.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we're going to have a street fight between EC3 and Tommy Dreamer to wrap things up. See if they can outdo the Monsters Ball match.
Probably not, because in the Monsters Ball you have Abyss and Sabu.
Yeah. Other people, there's going to be Colt Cabana is supposed to be there. The FBI will be appearing among other human beings who wrestle.
It's a good place for people that wrestle to be at.
Yeah. So watch those. I don't know if those are going to be on iPay-per-view or not.
Usually one of them
sometimes they
is.
are. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not.
Yeah.
We got other shows coming up later. We'll be talking about in the coming weeks. On the 27th, we've got AIW's Hell on Earth 11, and then on the 28th, AAW's Windy City Classic 11, and then on the 28th and 29th, Beyond Wrestling's Tournament for Tomorrow 4.
Yeah, I've got a couple more ROH tapings coming up pretty soon, and then their next big show will be December 18th, where they have a Final Battle.
But we're not going to tell you anything about those shows.
Nope. Just
You're going to have to keep watching future weeks. So that's going to be like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like later, in the next week's episode, maybe I'll talk about CZW and WSU doing another doubleheader.
Of course.
And it's going to be a freaking support show for Cherry Bomb.
Nice.
To help pay some of her medical expenses.
Help Cherry Bomb out. But for now, thanks for watching. Sure, like, favorite, subscribe.
Hey, those buttons are all clickable.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it right now. Reaching down.
Yeah.
See? Did it work?
Did
Did the like pop up?
I don't see anything.
Damn.
Anyway, below that are links to all the people we just got done talking about.
Talking about like ChikaraPro.com.
We got LookMonOFans.com.
CZWrestling.com.
ROHWrestling.com.
And lots more.
And then below that are all of our links. We've got Facebook, we got Twitter, we got Tumblr, we got Instagram, we got Reddit, we got 2 emails. There are 12 links down there. Yes.
What about SoundCloud?
Yes, there are
SoundCloud?
12. For those
12
of
and
you,
a half links.
12 and a half. 12 and a half. For those of you listening on SoundCloud, thank you very much. For those of you that are watching us on YouTube, go check out the podcast. We got a podcast.
We got a podcast that will sound incredibly similar to this episode.
Almost exactly the same.
Like verbatim, word for word. Without all the pictures.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Picture free.
If you guys are listening to us on SoundCloud, check out the YouTube video so you can see the pictures. See things that we're referencing, stuff that we're talking about.
And if you watch us on YouTube but you don't like pictures, check out our SoundCloud.
Yeah, go down and listen to us.
If you got something against pictures and videos.
By the way, thank you to everyone who's been watching this week's midweek wrap up. Apparently, Finn Balor versus Apollo Crews is big fucking news because we're closing in on 900 views as of recording this.
That's our most viewed video.
Thank you all
in
very much.
Less than a week's worth of time.
Thanks to the people that have been reblogging the videos, sharing the videos, the people that have been liking all of our pictures on Facebook, the guy that I can't remember your name, I'm sorry. But
our buddy from WrestleMania.
Yes, Dustin from WrestleMania, aka Asshole with the Flag. Thank you for all your support. We appreciate it very, very much. If you want to check out the rest of episode 73, it's up in that playlist just on the other side of Kevin Hawk. We got Raw Review, Midweek Wrap-Up, SmackDown Rundown, Thomas' Top 5, and this indie news right here. But join us next week for episode 74, edition 70, or we can call it edition 74?
Sure.
Edition 74.
Nintendo 74.
What? Where we'll be talking about all of the stuff coming up. We'll be finding out what exactly is going to happen for Survivor Series. Now that Rollins is out and we're getting a tournament, maybe they're going to switch it up. We don't know for sure.
They're going to try
but we
bring
will
Cena
find it
back
out next week. Thanks for watching.
Unless you're the boogeyman.
Keep him tight.
Fuck right off.
Serious, you're the boogeyman. He's a motherfucking legend. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight for daddy.
I'm gonna stop stealing Xavier Woods shit.